Among President Trump's State of the Union guests were Sage Blair and her mother, Michele. The president sharing Sage's emotional story of how she says the school forced her into gender transition that led her life spiraling out of control.
Sage was 14 when school officials in Virginia sought to socially transition her to a new gender, treating her as a boy and hiding it from her parents. Hard to believe, isn't it? Before long, a confused Sage ran away from home after she was found in a horrific situation in Maryland. A left-wing judge refused to return Sage to her parents because they did not immediately state that their daughter was their son. Sage was thrown into an all-boys state home and suffered terribly for a long time. But today, all of that is behind them because Sage is a proud and wonderful young woman with a full-ride scholarship to Liberty University.
And now Michele Blair is suing her daughter's school. She joins us now with her lawyer, Vernadette Broyles. Thank you both so much for joining us. And, you know, Michele, your daughter looks fantastic. We all saw her last night. She looks beautiful and healthy, which is great to see because what the president said was really the tip of the iceberg of what your daughter endured. So tell us a little bit about your night last night and really what it meant to you to have the president of the United States highlight your story.
It meant the world. It was very surreal. It was very surreal, and I'm so grateful. I'm just so grateful that a light has been shown on this dark topic because it's happening to so many children like Sage.
Well, Michele, tell us a little bit more about what you believe Sage's school did and the decisions that they made on her behalf that you were unaware of at the time and what it led her life to transpire into.
Well, they glorified the fact that she wanted to identify as a boy, and she was being horribly bullied. And all, you know, if had things been different and they called me and brought me in and told me about the bullying, I could have saved her a lifetime of nightmares.
Yeah. All right, Vernadette, tell us a little bit about this lawsuit and what you would like to say about this case and where things stand right now.
Thanks so much for having us this morning, Carly. So we have a Title IX claim that is pending right now in the Western District Federal Court in Virginia on behalf of Sage herself, and we are amending the complaint in order to add a religious free exercise claim because Michele's religious free exercise rights to direct the religious upbringing of her child was also interfered with. But what our audience needs to understand is that President Trump is being very gracious and tactful in what he said in his remarks. Indeed, Sage was sex trafficked over several state lines. She was violated, raped by numerous men. It was a nightmare that I don't know if she'll ever get beyond, and finally given back by the Texas law enforcement, but kept there in Maryland, Baltimore, because of this activist judge. This is a deeply broken young woman that was kept in the system. So these are the consequences that can come about, the harms, when schools keep secrets from loving parents.
Yeah, and the Virginia law right now is that schools do need to tell their parents when things like this happen, and parents may not know, but that wasn't the case at the time. And, you know, now we look at Sage and what happened to her and think, oh my goodness, could this have happened to other children? So, Michele, how is your daughter now? We saw her yesterday, like I said. She looks beautiful. So tell us a little bit about her in the 20 seconds that we have remaining. We wish we had more time.
She is, you know what? She has good days and bad, but she's climbing her ways into a healing. Yeah. And I believe that this will be part of her healing.
And you are certainly a part of her healing too, because you fought for her and didn't stop and are still doing that to this very day. And it was so good to see that she's going to Liberty University as well. We reached out to Appomattox County School for a statement and haven't heard back just yet. We just want to get that in. Thank you so much for joining us.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.